Hello and welcome back to Fog's World. This is episode 25. Whoa. Look at that. You place the ice and you can't see the ice. Yeah, I'm doing some work down here below the base. The next thing on our task list, of course, was to do something with our animals there, build a farm. And I could have just done, your normal run-of-the-mill farm, of course. But I thought, where is the fun in that, I mean, why do we want to do that? That's boring. So instead, we're going to do something a little more interesting. I thought, what I'm going to do, well, let me show you what I'm going to do. I've got kind of an outline laid out down here. You can see, I don't know if you can see that on the YouTubes or not. It's a little, oh, now you definitely can't. It's a little difficult to see, but I've got little outlines down there in grass blocks, or not grass blocks, leaf blocks, in leaf blocks. And those are outlines that match the outlines of our pads up above. Look at that. I love the way that looks. That looks so cool. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a large undersea dome under this central platform, and I'm going to build smaller domes under each of the other platforms, and they're all going to be sitting on top of a very large diameter undersea dome, each of which with semi-transparent ice ceilings that let light in from above and let us look out and above, and we'll be able to swim out into the ocean from these domes. But the domes will act as a water barrier to keep the water out and give us a very large area on which we can construct additional projects for our base, including our ranch. So I'm going to get busy doing that. And meanwhile, I guess we can we got some things we can talk about, I suppose. Let me come around here. I'll try and do both talking and building at the same time, but I gotta warn you, I'm not too great on that. So, a couple of things. Whoa, don't suck me over there, you. A couple of other things. That is so trippy. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do ice, is because when you get above the water, the ice becomes invisible. I really think that looks cool. We're going to have to be careful not to let it melt, of course, and we're going to need lots and lots of ice. We're going to need more ice than we have, but that's okay. We will get there. So cool looking. What was I going to talk about here? I had a list of potential topics of discussion. The Enderman farm is working great. It hasn't been quite long enough for me to see all of your suggestions for what we should call that. Like I mentioned in my video when we built the Enderman farm, I do work a few days ahead because I have kind of a busy schedule and I'm never quite sure when I'm going to get the chance to work on it. So, sometimes things happen and sometimes they don't. And so yeah, I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I'm waiting to get some more suggestions from you guys. So by the time this video comes out, it'll probably be a little too late, but maybe, maybe not. Feel free to suggest things if you want. We can always change. If I don't get any good, maybe I won't get any good ideas, and I'll be waiting for something more from you guys. Oh, I'm starting to drown. Don't do that. I am wearing a respiration and aqua affinity helmet, which definitely helps out down here. We'll go down underneath and hollow out this area eventually, but that's going to be in a little bit. So yeah, so we've done that. We did the Enderman farm. The Enderman farm is working great. I've already used it to enchant a bunch of stuff. That's where I got this aqua affinity helmet. I'm sorry I did it off camera, but I don't do everything on camera, guys. If I did, you'd be bored to tears because, I do a lot of resource mining. I do a lot of mundane stuff off camera. At some point, I want to go do an expedition and see if we can find a mushroom biome, or I guess it's technically a mushroom biome, and mushrooms are the animals in them. So, you know, for the pedantic among you, you can go ahead and correct me on that if you really want to. But you know what I mean. What else did I want to talk about? Let's see. At some point, I want to make a map, but I want to wait until the 1.4 builds come out, because maps got quite a bit better in 1.4 in the snapshots. There's a lot more capabilities to maps in the new snapshots. So we'll take advantage of that when 1.4 comes out. Which reminds me, we need to talk a little bit about 1.4. I've already had some people suggest to me that, you know, maybe we should be doing HFoG's World in one of the 1.4 snapshots. And you know, it's not a bad idea, actually. There are a couple of reasons that I'm holding back. I know that some people have rushed to it. Oh, we're out of ice. We'll have to go back up and get more. Some people have already rushed to do the snapshot. And I have experimented some on the snapshots as well, but I just haven't done it in this world. And I like what I see. Don't get me wrong. I think there's a lot of really cool features coming out in 1.4. I like the new mobs, the more elite mobs, and I like the wither skeletons and the wither, and I really like things like the item signs are really cool. The item frames, I mean. Very cool stuff coming, no question. Let's get another thing. Ice, you know, let's get a couple of them. I'm going to need more than one. And now I don't have a place to put that. Okay, we'll put it there temporarily. And we will put you there. Just as a way to shuffle things around, because I want to keep you in my wood box, because I don't want you up there. And we will get you back. Okay, got it. Haha. All right. What were you talking about? 1.4. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff that I really like about it, no question. But it isn't really very stable yet. There's now it may not get more stable by the time they release. There's no guarantee of that, but I'd like to hope it will. We'll just have to see. Let's hope it does. But for now, it certainly is not very stable. Other concerns I have is I'm a little bit worried that perhaps, you know, some of the changes are almost certainly going to mess up some of the things we've done here. Like, you know, for instance, the thing I was most concerned about was the lighting changes. It looks like Dinnerbone has backed off on the plans to do the lighting changes, which, you know, for me is great. Although, I mean, I like the lighting changes. Don't get me wrong. I like the idea of fixing all the lighting glitches. I really do. But there are certain things that I do take advantage of and really enjoy, such as the fact that slabs don't block light. I mean, do block light. Sorry, that slabs block light. I really like that feature, and I'm kind of hoping that the guys at Mojang will realize that how useful that is, and either provide a substitute for it or leave it in, because frankly I think it's super useful. You know, my bread maker takes advantage of it. My light sensor takes advantage of it to some extent, although it's not that big of a deal for the bread maker. I mean, I'm sorry, not the bread maker. The light sensor could be done without taking advantage of it. It's not like it has to be there. I'm going to go down and collect some of these blocks down here. Whoops. Oh, darn it. Now I've gone and done it. Broke an ice block that was supposed to actually be an ice block. Okay. This is where talking and working at the same time has its disadvantages. Alright, let's go collect these. Oh, and of course I've got nowhere to put them. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Yep, I'm going to drop it. I'm sorry. But we really need a chest. Or two. We need a chest down here anyway, because we're going to need it to do our work. And before I plant that, let's refresh the water here. I refresh my, whatever you want to call it, refresh my breath. Take a gasp of air. Ah, gosh. Where did all those pieces go? I don't know. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Ah, I need those. And we'll put you in there and put some leaves in there. Okay. And back up to the top to do some more work. Okay. Where was I? So yeah, so there's certain features in the new build that I really do, new builds that I really like, don't get me wrong, and I'm really looking forward to playing around in them. I just want them to be a little more stable first. I want things to kind of settle down. You know, if they're going to put in the new lighting engine, although it now looks like they're probably not, but if they do, then great. I don't have really a problem with that, but I don't want to go and move to it and then have to change a bunch of stuff and end up having to redo it all, just, you know, when they go and change it back in time for release. So what else did we want to talk? So anyway, that's the hold up with going to the new snapshots, is I just want to wait for things to pan out a bit. But, you know, we will get on 1.4 soon. The expected release date for 1.4, I believe, is October 24th. I think that's when they're targeting their release. And if that is the case, then we don't have long to wait anyway. So it doesn't really worry me too much that we're not doing it yet. We will very shortly have our opportunity to do that in Fog's world. Another concern with that is with the new mobs, it's probably going to have some effect on our mob grinders. You know, when things are calculated to get a mob down to one hit, that's great. But now when suddenly that mob wears armor, one hit probably ain't going to do it anymore. I don't think it's really going to be a problem. I mean, if I have to hit something twice instead of once to kill it, who cares? It's not like I really mind. And at this stage of our world progression, you know, my XP source is the Enderman farm. Really, you know, I'm not really worried about getting XP from anything else. That's easily the most effective source of it. So, not really a problem, but a consideration. Another thing that I do worry about a little bit is in some of my tests with my subway system, I ran some tests in a creative world on 1.4 with that system. And minor problem I noticed was that bats will spawn in just a single block of darkness. And that means that what we have set up there probably is not going to prevent bats from spawning in the subway. Which isn't such a big deal, except that bats have a collision box. And if those bats fly in front of the subway car, in front of the minecart, it will cause the minecart to reverse direction. And so I've seen that happen a couple of times. It's been a bit of a pain. Let's see, let's get my silk touch pick down here so that I don't have to waste you. Thank you. Well, I ran out of ice, but before I go get some more, I thought I'd use some leaves to remove some water from underneath this dome. Alright, this is our last leaf block, and then I'm going to run up and get some more ice here, unless there's still some in the chest. Let's see what we've got over here in the chest. No, no ice. Okay, so I'm going to leave some leaves, and we're going to leave some bars and fence posts and other materials in here. And go collect. Is there any more down here that needs collecting? I don't think so. I think we got it all. Yeah, looks like we got it all. Okay, let's get out of here. And we'll go back up, and we will get some more ice. Finish that the top of that, and then I'll show you how we're gonna do. The domes. I have what I think is going to be pretty attractive, pretty cool little plan here to give us some pretty neat domes. I'll show you what we're doing here in a minute. But I need more ice. I need lots more ice. Let's get over here. In fact, we're probably going to have to go back to the ice machine here in a bit, because I'm pretty much out of ice here, aren't I? I don't think I got too much more. Oh no, I got a whole bunch here. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Because we're going to need it all. Alright, let's go back down. I tell you, let me show you. This little visual glitch is driving me absolutely nuts. If 1.4 doesn't fix this, then I think I'll probably am converting all these slabs to full blocks just to prevent that, because that's driving me absolutely crazy. Oh man, this takes forever, and I keep going through these shears like nobody's business. But it's looking pretty good so far. I've got one layer of the dome done and now filled with leaves, and now I'm just removing these leaves in this layer. Let's show you what lies beneath and what it looks like. But yeah, oh my gosh, these shears, I keep going through shears like nobody's business. There you go. See what I mean? I'm running low on iron because I keep going through these shears so quickly. That, and of course there's the iron bars that I've got all around here, and that takes up a lot of iron as well. So, my goodness, this is taking a while. But I think it's looking really cool so far. I love the ice roof on the top of the dome. It looks really neat. And the level of that top ice is just low enough that I can use that as that can double as my boat dock. The other ones will be down a little lower than this. The other ones will start at this level right here, and they'll actually be flat topped, not really domes. For one thing, domes are harder to build, and for another, I want them far enough down that I can jump on top of them without fear of dying. So that's why those roofs are going to be flat and not domed. Oh, missed a spot or two. Okay. It's a real pity you can't enchant shears on enchanting tables. Because I would really love to have shears that had like unbreakable shears. Would be awesome. Now that would be really. Well, there you go. I guess you could say we've got the main rotunda cleared out now, but you can see you can walk right through these openings here and just swim. You want to come back in you go. Easy as pie. You can come right around here, collect all these things. I think this is going to look really, really, really cool. So this is what each of the other domes is going to look like as well, except it's going to have they're going to have flat roofs, not an arched roof like this probably. Although I don't know, that does look pretty cool. Nah, too much work. Probably do flat. But I reserve the right to change my mind. Holy cow, though, this takes forever, and I'm burning through raw materials like nobody's business. This may, this episode, I don't know how I'm going to edit this one down, let me tell you. Let me collect all these guys, and then I think I want to take a break, because I had one little thing I wanted to do before the episode was over. Let me tell you, I couldn't be more pleased with the way this looks. This is just awesome. This is going to go, we're going to have this layer right here. There's going to be another layer just like this down below, spaced another 4. Only that one won't have the glowstone in the corners like this one does. Okay, and then that's going to be the roof level for the underground dome, which means that, yeah, we're going to do some excavating to make that happen. The other domes are out there. They'll all be at that height eventually. They'll be at this level right here. This is the level of the other, the bottom of the other domes. The top of the other domes will be right there at this height. This is how high the other domes will be. So they'll all be 4 shorter than this one. And whether I do a domed roof or a flat roof, probably going to be flat. It looks pretty good flat anyway. And then there'll be some excavation below this as well. We'll dig out the ocean floor a bit for the main floor. And then we'll have lots and lots of room for more buildings and more structures and whatever else we feel like doing. Now, there was, like I said, there was one other thing I wanted to do here. Let's see that I can come and stand up on the dome here. This will serve as my boat dock. But yeah, there's one other thing that I wanted to do. Let's get going here. Oh, hey there. We got a little slime. Hello, slimy. Hello, guy. Boop. You're dead. Ha ha. Die, die, die. Let me unload these materials, and then I'll... There you go. That's what it looks like from up above. Doesn't that look awesome? You can see right through the roof. So this whole outline there, that is all going to be an ice roof with these domes here, 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 and here, and the central rotunda there is what we've been working on today. This is going to be a big project. It's going to take quite a while. Somewhere in there we'll place our farm, and of course underneath there the silverfish cannery is going to be about there, and there are other mob grinders, and there'll probably be places for us to build mines and maybe a large-scale wheat farm, and I don't know, whatever we feel like putting down there. There'll be lots and lots of room. Open to suggestions. If you think of something that you think ought to go down there, let me know. But one thing I wanted to do today, there, let me sleep, get rid of this rain and get the sunlight back. One thing I wanted to do today was, now that we have a nearly endless supply of ender pearls, I think we need a faster way to get up to the top of our chicken grinder here. And so I'm thinking of building an ender pearl elevator. Maybe, maybe here. Maybe one here and one on the other side. This bug. I am going to have to replace these with full blocks because this bug just drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely crazy. So yeah, I'm thinking I will build an ender pearl elevator here and on the other side. And let's go get some ender pearls and some blocks, and we'll need some temporary blocks as well. And then we can get busy. Those make great temporary blocks, don't they? And I want, yes, I need stone brick because it's got a match. And ladders, great. Great. Yeah, okay. So, in order to do this, we need to start right here. Probably should have brought some more ender pearls than this, but that's okay. Now, you're kind of limited with how high you can go with this design of mine. I've seen other people build similar things, so I don't pretend that this is the most original way to go. But it is what it is. Let's see, now we go. Gotta remind myself how to do this. Build one right there behind me. Yep. Build one over there and one over there. There we go up. And we're going to step off. Let's see. Is that how I want to do it? Or do I want to do this? Oh. Yeah, that should do. There it went. Gotta take... Yes, I hate this bug. I really hate this bug, guys. It's a good thing I got ender pearls, because I'm gonna need them. Oh, this bug. Ah, of course I got right back onto it. Oh, come on, guys. This is fixed in the latest snapshot, and that's one reason that I'm seriously tempted to go to the latest snapshot, because this bug is just, oh man, it makes things almost impossible. It's the bug is that when you delete, you use a high efficiency tool on a block like this, the game sometimes doesn't delete the block in time, and by the time you fall into it, it's not gone, and so you get stuck in the pillar. Really frustrating. And so here I am using a low efficiency silk touch pick because it's the only thing I have on me that won't create that bug. Ah, what a waste. Okay, so let's give this thing a shot, give it a try. The way this works is you stand under the hole here, fire up and hold shift, and there you go. Either it lands up here or it lands in there. Either way, if you get stuck not quite all the way up, then you'll get caught on that ladder, which is great. And now I just build another one up there. Or I can just do this. This works too. And I'm here. Now I'll build another one on the other side, and we're done. And I have no ender pearls left, so back down we go. I got a pile of them, I just don't have them on me. Now it occurs to me that when we were building this, we forgot to light it up, so I tossed a couple of torches there and went and got some glowstone, and now we'll go put some glowstone up there to light it up and prevent mobs spawning. Perfect. Alright, now we have a much faster way to get around. Yeah, once you get a steady supply of ender pearls, let me tell you, it's a game changer. It changes everything. I think we have a few eggs. Hey guys, how you doing? Your time will come, don't worry. There we go. Isn't that a sight to behold? Pretty awesome, huh? Okay, well, I think that's about all we have for this time. I'll keep working on that, and we'll pick it up where we left off next time. And until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for hitting that like button and telling all your friends about it. And we will talk to you again next time.